Good morning, everyone. I figured today's just gonna be a like vlog day because it's been forever since I've vlogged. And would you believe me if I told you that I woke up like this? I know, not everybody gets this when they wake up. So I'm gonna put my hair up real quick so I don't look like a freak, and then we'll get the day going. I think I'm gonna need to find a different hair tie because this one's just not doing it for me. There's one of them that like broke and then I tied it back together and now I can only loop it twice. So it's like one loop around like a ponytail and then flip it up into the bun, and it's just too loose. So we're gonna have to find something else for that. Hopefully I have another hair tie in the bedroom. But the mission for the day today is for me to poop. I know that is way TMI, but pregnancy problems, I swear. I have been so backed up for like the last probably two and a half, 3 days, something like that. And it's not the first time I've had this issue since getting pregnant, but I found that munching on grapes helps. And I know like there's medications you can take and stuff like that, but taking medications while pregnant just has me freaked out. Like even if they're ones that are approved for pregnancy. And I had to take antibiotics I think I was like 4 weeks pregnant, and I ended up having to take antibiotics. And even that, like even though those were approved by my doctor for pregnant people, it still has me freaked out. Like if our child has any disabilities, we are going to love them just the same, but if I can prevent anything from happening, I would like to. So I don't want to go out and take like medications when I know that I can find something that's going to take care of it naturally, even if it just means it takes longer. So I have been going through grapes like crazy. I can go through a 5-pound bag of grapes pretty much by myself within about 2 days. So yeah, we're gonna run to Walmart and get some grapes and look around and see if there's anything else there that might help me do my business. I have literally gained, okay, so I'm a bigger person to begin with, okay? Well, before getting pregnant, I was trying to lose weight. I was at my heaviest, I was like 285, I think. And I dropped down to 265, and then I got pregnant. So far, I have gained like I think 2 pounds during this pregnancy, so I'm up to like 267. But when I get so backed up, like last time I weighed myself, I was up to like, I think it was up to like 280. So I was literally full of shit. And I have a doctor's appointment coming up tomorrow, and I would really like to clean myself out so that the doctors can like have an accurate reading on how much I actually weigh. Because when I went to the doctor the first time, I had a big lunch and I was backed up. So I was back up to like, I think it was like 287 is what they weighed me at. But like I said, I had a big lunch and I was already backed up. So that wasn't a very accurate reading. So for today, my goal is to be able to like eat a lot of fruits, a lot of grapes, get everything out of me, and then hopefully when I go to the doctor, they'll get like a more accurate reading and kind of know where I'm actually at. Just because like I know I'm already at risk for like getting diabetes during pregnancy and like all these other issues, but I would still like it to be like the accurate weight on my charts instead of like this is what I am when I'm constipated. So yeah, I'm gonna jump on the scale right now and we'll see where I'm at. I actually did just have a proper poop. Well, not really. Mike was making fun of me last night because I told him, I was like, I need to poop. Like I haven't had a proper poop in like 3 days. But I just did some this morning. It was pretty good. I know there's still more that needs to come out, but wow, we're really going there for the friendship today, aren't we? Okay, so I'm gonna jump on the scale and see where I'm at, and I don't know, not that it really matters, but I'm just kind of interested to see how much I need to like, I don't know, go to the bathroom. Okay, so I don't think you can see this, but 274.5, yeah, I don't think you can see that at all. There we go. So that's a good 7 pounds left that I need to get rid of. yeah. And I'm only like, I'm 11 weeks, for anybody out there who hasn't been watching my pregnancy updates and stuff like that. I'm 11 weeks and I'll be 12 weeks this Friday, and today is Tuesday. So, yeah, whatever. So I'm not really showing yet. The baby's not very big, and I shouldn't really be gaining that much. And like I said last time, I checked and I was like not constipated. I was only like 2 pounds heavier than I was when I got pregnant, and it's even possible that I haven't gained anything at all because I had been eating grapes that day. So even though pretty much everything was out of me, I mean, I'd been eating and drinking, and it was like in the afternoon when I weighed myself. So that might not even been fully accurate, but I've heard a lot of people gain about, you know, 1 to 2 pounds in the first trimester or whatever. So if I have gained 2 pounds, it's not a big deal. That's kind of normal. And my goal for this pregnancy is I don't want to gain any more than 15 pounds just because I'm already so overweight. So yeah, I'm gonna go do my makeup and find a better hair tie. Look at that. That's already like falling apart. I don't know. I might just brush my hair out and keep it down today. But I'm gonna go do my makeup and I don't know. Then we'll see if I want to head to Walmart yet or not, because I don't think their money center opens until 8 or 9, and I need to get some money orders. So yeah. So makeup is done and I feel more human. Hair, on the other hand, is still a floppy mess. And excuse our horrible bedroom. I feel like my house is falling apart around me because half the time I just don't feel good, and so I don't do anything, and everything falls apart. So I'm actually getting hungry, which is weird. I haven't been like legitimately hungry in days. So I think I'm gonna go find something to eat. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich really sounds good, but we'll see. I was trying to eat oatmeal like for breakfast because it's good for you and stuff, but really kind of wanting a PB&J. Yeah, I need to get dressed. I think I need to do a Yurtle haul really quickly because I've got Yurtle packages just like piling up around me, and I have a pair of maternity leggings that should have came, and I'm interested to see if they fit. Partly because I'm gonna need some when I get bigger. Right now I can still wear all my regular clothes. I mean, I can't wear blue jeans anymore. I mean, I can put them on, but they're like in my lower pooch, just kind of tight and like constricting feeling is the best way to describe it. It's not so much tightness, but just like constricting. So I'm not liking that. So I'm pretty much living in leggings and jeggings. So all of my leggings I think are dirty, and I don't know if I want to wear these ones or not. It'll depend on if they smell clean or not. Like if maybe they washed them before they shipped them. But I'm thinking about going ahead and doing a Yurtle haul so I can find those leggings. And I might wear them today depending on if they fit and if I'm ready for them. I don't know. I've never put on maternity clothes before, so it'll be interesting to find out. Just did my Yurtle haul. Got on my Yurtle earrings. And my maternity leggings fit, or at least one pair of them that I just tried on. They are great right now. They're high-waisted, which is, I don't know, I mean, they're comfortable, but I don't know how long they're going to fit. They're quite snug, so they fit good now, as is, but as my belly gets bigger, I don't know. So that is what they look like. They're just a pair of leggings, nothing really too special, though they are high-waisted leggings. I don't know. OOTD leggings and husband shirt. Oh yeah. But they're thick, which will be good for winter. Even if they only last me like, you know, through winter time. I mean, they're thick and cozy. I really need to clean. Our house is falling apart. Here's my real outfit for the day. I think this one looks better. Just like a Victoria hoodie and t-shirt and my leggings that I was just showing you guys, which I like that there's like you can't tell where they're at. Like sometimes I get leggings and you can kind of tell where the band's at down here. But with these ones being all the way up here, like you can't really tell where they're at, which is kind of nice. Yeah, then I'll have to dig out some boots. So I'm at the post office. I just got done at Walmart. I didn't film any there. That place was ass packed. Like, oh my god, it was crazy insane in there. But I just got like a bunch of fruit. Got some watermelons, some grapes, some apples. I was gonna eat an apple out here. Just kind of rubbed it on my shirt, but it tasted nasty. Like, I'm so weird about eating fruit that hasn't been washed. But I was kind of thinking like these apples came in a bag. So I was thinking, well, okay, maybe, you know, everybody has been able to touch them because they've been in a bag and there was like no holes in the bag or anything. But even still, like I put it to my mouth and like put my tongue on it and it just tasted bad. So it needs washed. It's got something on it. I don't know. But so I'm gonna hang tight on eating anything until I get home. But I'm like starving again. Like I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, I'm 5. This morning, which like I said, I haven't like had much of an appetite for a long time, and it's not just because I've been like, there's somebody pulling in next to me, hi, person, but it's not just because I've been like constipated. It's just, I don't know, I'm between nauseous and like when I'm not nauseous, I just like don't have an appetite, and then when I am nauseous, I don't have an appetite. But on one of those Facebook support groups that I'm on, several of the women who are hitting 12, 13, 14 weeks, they said that they are just getting their appetite back and they are just ravenous all the time and starving. So maybe that's what's going on with me. That's okay with me if that's what's happening. As long, I mean, if it gets rid of the nausea, I'm okay with it. And I'll just have to like try to keep myself in check and make sure that I eat like healthy things instead of going to town on junk. But I mean, if I'm getting my appetite back, that'd be okay, because I've really just like not wanted to eat anything. Like I've been like making myself eat stuff because I like, sorry, I've got a pimple and it's like bugging me. But I've been like making myself eat stuff because like I just don't want to eat anything. Like nothing sounds good. I'm not hungry. I have no appetite. Well, that's how I've been until today. And now I'm like, somebody needs to feed me. So, oh, anyways, while I was at Walmart, I found a little betta fish. All their fish were in bad condition. And I mean, I know it's Walmart and it shouldn't be so surprising, but my local Walmart, most of the time when you go in there, the fish are in clean tanks and the bettas are the only ones that look sad. Like, I really think it's inhumane that bettas get sold in those tiny little buckets. I know they supposedly don't need a lot of water, but no. I've had so many bettas in my life, and I've had a few that were kept in those tiny little bowls, and they always just look sad. Like, I've bought the betta bowls, like the fancier ones, but they're still small. They're like a half a gallon or whatever. And the fish still look sad. And then if I go get a bigger tank and put them in, they're suddenly like perking up and they're swimming everywhere and you can just tell. You know, you can tell when something's enjoying life and when something's just depressed. So like all of their fish were in horrible shape. Like I felt so bad for them. I felt extremely bad for the parrotfish because like I don't know what's going on, but he's like, it was weird. Like the neon tetras and the guppies were in together, which I think that's okay. I don't think either of those are like aggressive breeds that I can remember of. But they were in like bigger tank sections. So like all the tanks on the top were like decent, probably 2.5 to 5 gallon sections. And then the second row was like all these like little tiny sections. Like there were probably like 2 gallon sections of like this giant tank. Everything was sectioned off. And I felt so bad for these parrotfish because these parrotfish, like, I think there was like 5 or 6 of them in this little like 2 to 3 gallon section of water. And I know it's supposed to be like, I think it's 2 gallons of water per fish, or is it 1 gallon of water per fish? And that's for like guppies, like little guys. And these parrotfish are like, they're big, they're decent size. And these guys had like no space. And I know like in the whole scheme of things, like the whole tank itself is like really big. So I'm sure they have like plenty of oxygen and whatnot, and plus they have like their own filter in each little section, and all the water like goes between all the tanks, so it's not like they're being deprived of oxygen, which like that's why you do I think it's like 2 gallons per fish or whatever, so there's enough oxygen in the water. But these guys were just in such a small little tank, and I just felt so bad for them, and all the tanks were dirty. And then I found this little tiny beta, well, he wasn't really tiny, but found him in one of those little beta bowl things that they sell them in, and his water was disgusting, and he looked like something had chewed up his fins, which he was in there by himself, so I'm not really sure how that would happen. But oh, he was pulling on my heartstrings. Like, he almost came home with me. But I got to thinking about it, and you could already tell he was stressed. He wasn't swimming right, so it made me question if he wasn't working on dying anyways, just because he was swimming nose down and kind of tilting to the side, which isn't good. And I just kind of figured with the car ride and all that jazz, it might stress him out even more, it might cause him to die. The tank he was in was just filthy, disgusting. There was so much debris and just crap in the bottom of his little bowl tank, his little bowl that he was in. So I felt really bad for him, and he was not in good shape. And like, my 10-gallon tank is set up, but it wouldn't have done him any good because I'd have had to bring him home, and that's assuming he would like make the car ride home. I've had some fish die in the car ride just because it's so much like movement. So yeah, I had to get him home, and then he had to sit around somewhere while I did a water change because like I had a crayfish, but my crayfish died probably a week or two back. And I just haven't messed with my tank since then. Like, it's still full of all the water. The crayfish is still in there. I know it's quite disgusting, but I just haven't felt like messing with it. So I need to drain all the water. I need to get the crayfish out of there. I have a dirted tank, but because I was originally going to do a planted tank, but I didn't know that crayfish, it's stupid on my part, it should make sense, but I didn't know that the crayfish would dig my plants out. So I had plants in there to like carpet the bottom of the tank, and my crayfish dug them all out, yada yada. Well, I've since found that it's a lot better for your plants and gives them like more anchor if it's like dirted in like the middle of the tank, and then like you have the rocks all on top of it on the side, so like you don't see the dirt, and the rocks help anchor the plants to the ground better. Which I just had dirt, and so it was just like a mess. And I still have the plants in there. They're just like floating in there. They're all dead. The crayfish is dead. So like the water all needs changed out. I need to rearrange like the substrate, all that jazz. And I still really want to do a planted tank. And I've done some research that like if you do a planted tank and like you don't fill it with water immediately, you let the plants carpet the tank first before submerging with water, which takes some time, 6 to 8 weeks or so before you can fill it with water, I think. So it's just, I had this whole idea in my head of how I want to do things. I was also thinking that I wanted to do a beta sorority once I have all the plants in my tank growing and I can fill it with water, which if I'd gotten a male beta, there's no way I could have filled it with females because he would have mated with some of them and then started killing them, because it's just what males do. They need to be on their own pretty much. And I don't know, like I really thought about it, and I could have put him on a separate bowl, and I looked at one of those little tiny beta bowls that they had at Walmart, and I was like, you know, I could get this just for starters because it's a little bit nicer than what he's in, and then I could get him a better tank and all that other jazz. And I'm like, you know what, because for the baby's room I'm wanting to get a small like 2-gallon aquarium and put some fish in there. But my thoughts was like maybe some neon tetras because they're small and they move around a lot, so it would kind of give the baby something to watch, whereas one beta, like betas don't swim around a ton. I mean, they do swim around, but they're not like all over the place. So I don't know, but that little guy was just pulling on my heartstrings and I felt so bad for him. So Walmart, you need to do something about your fish tanks. Seriously, like, your fish need to take priority. That's how it should be. If you're going to sell fish or any other live animals, the live animals, they need to take priority over your inanimate objects on the shelf. Those fish tanks should be spotless, and your fish should all be healthy, or you should have signs up on the tank saying, sorry, they're sick or something. You know, they shouldn't be in that kind of condition. That's disgusting, it's deplorable, it's horrible, and it really comes down to the employees they hire in. I recognize that because I've really seen it with some employees. They get in there that work the pet area, like they're on it with the fish tanks, and other ones are like, the fish tanks are in horrible, disgusting condition and everything on the shelf is perfect, and that's not how it should be. I mean, yeah, you obviously want everything on the shelf to be in good condition, and you also want you want your merchandise to be in good condition, but you should also want your fish to be in good condition. And the fish need to take priority because they are a living, breathing thing. So that's my rant right there. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm at the post office, and I'm gonna head on in and pay my bills, and I think I'm gonna go on home because it is crazy busy out. I mean, do you see all these people at this post office? Like, how many people are driving around behind me? And when I pulled in, there was like, I got the last parking spot available. It's so freaking packed here. So I'm gonna go in and get my bills paid and then go home so that I don't get in an accident or something. It's so like busy out. I don't understand where all these people come from. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. Just got home in my garage, so it's dark, sorry. Yeah, I was like on my way home, and there was a lady, like, and I just want to stop and talk about this real quick because it was kind of funny, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, you know, one of those moments when you see somebody else driving and you're like, what is your problem? She was like, okay, so I was like heading westbound and she was heading eastbound, so we were both at the stoplight, and we both had red lights, and she's like sitting in her car like smacking, like, you know how when you get in like a slap fight with somebody and you're both like both hands, you know, doing that. That's what she was doing, but there's like nobody in the car with her, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, the fuck is your problem? Like, what are you doing? I don't know, some people are just nuts. And my mom just called me and texted me about doing the dog, so, or maybe that was about lunch, I'm not sure. I had a text come in and it like came in sideways, so I'm like trying to read it. But I'm gonna go on and eat my Taco Bell. Hey guys, so I didn't exactly wrap things up yesterday with yesterday's vlog because I didn't really do anything in the evening, and I figured today I have my 12-week doctor's appointment, and I'm thinking they might do an ultrasound. I'm not really for sure, so I figured I'd go ahead and wrap things up today and just kind of include what happens at the doctor's appointment and let you guys know. So I'm getting ready to head out there now, and then I guess we'll wrap things up from there. So it's time to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. I have Molly right here with me, and she's like hyper going bonkers and wanting to lick me a lot. My face, my fingers. She won't stop. Yeah, so the doctor's appointment went well, I think. Though it was a little worrisome, I guess, kind of, that they were unable to find the baby's heartbeat, though my doctor said I shouldn't worry about that because I'm only like 12 weeks along, we think, though she did say there's a possibility I could be further along. So she went ahead and scheduled me for a dating ultrasound to see exactly how far along I am. But she was talking about scheduling me for that before she couldn't find the heartbeat. But she said it's really not too uncommon this early on not be able to find it. That's for one. Number two, she said if you have a full bladder, which I don't think I did, but I don't know. She said that that can cause issues with it. Number three, she, you know, wasn't for sure how far along I was, so she wasn't sure if she should be looking up high or low or and stuff like that. So she could have been looking in the wrong places. And then the last one there is her machine was like needing charged, whatever it is, the Doppler thing, whatever it is they use to like look for the heartbeat, it needed charged, so it kept shutting off on her. Like, she'd use it and then turn off, and she'd have to turn it back on, and she'd use it, and then, so she never really got to use it for a really long span of time to like find it. It was like on off, on off, on off. So I think that played a really big role in not being able to find the heartbeat. So hopefully everything's okay, and we'll get to see the baby here in a couple of weeks. So, or whatever it is, I'll have to look and see. It's on the 23rd, so I'll have to see. I don't know what day this is. 16th? I don't know. So that'll kind of wrap things up for this vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.